Hello, happy Friday. It's Danielle here from 11 Dancing Dandelions. I'm here with a custom order share. This custom order, she requested this book, the Big Storybook. It's a really cute, kind of oversized book. I think it's 7 1/4 by 10 1/2. So it was oversized, and she did want the pages sewn in into signatures. And I just need to ask her if she wants the book corners placed and any buttons or fabric or anything over the spine. I used a little shoelace here. I thought this was fun. This particular customer likes things very colorful. So I thought this was something different. I can always do a little fabric one if that's what's preferred. But I thought this little shoelace was something different for me to do. So let's see, it does have 3 signatures, and on the inside here I just made a little library pocket with some dictionary paper and a vintage sewing pattern, little boy fussy cutout. This customer, she has a grandson, and so I looked through all of my stuff. I thought I didn't have any more little boy simplicity pattern boys, but I found a few things in my school stuff from last year, so I was able to add a few things in here for her. And also I tried to keep it as kind of I tried not to use things like a lot of flowers and stuff like that. It was, a little different because the pages are oversized, so using small ephemera looks like silly on really large pages. So I kind of did some really oversized journaling cards. This is a printable. I cannot remember the name. I'll put it in the description, the name of the Etsy shop I got this printable from. And then this is a vintage label and a milk cap, some Dick and Jane stationery, some pencil stationery, and a vintage ticket. This playing card is from this Old Maid Mother Goose edition. I don't think there's, let me see, I don't think there's a date on it, but they're pretty old. And then a little memo sheet and a library catalog card. And then this was, I used this as a tab and a little tuck spot. These were from an old puzzle that I picked up a while ago, so I used some of the pieces there. And this is like one of the Make It books. I can't remember which one I took that from, but it's just a little oversized journaling card. And I did extend the pages, so some of them are extended on the side and some of them are extended in the middle. And then this is a vintage report card. This one's from 1950 to 1960 school year, and a little boy vintage applique. And this would be fun just to mount a picture on, as the back. This would be the background. And then this was kind of some ledger or stationery that a teacher would use to mark like absences and whatnot, planning. And then some vintage fabric and trim up here. This is just a little tuck spot. I just put some of these little definition papers in here. I didn't back them onto cardstock because I thought might want to collage with it or something that you wouldn't want cardstock on the back, so I did leave that without cardstock. And then another book page image with some vintage stationery. And this is some vintage ledger. It's really just kind of like a journal paper with some vintage fabric here, and I did turn it into a pocket. And some gum wrapper chain. This is from a children's dictionary. I again, I just backed it onto some cardstock and paper clipped it in. I fussy cut this out and backed it with some cardstock to make a tuck spot. And this is a KBandFriends printable and a vintage flash card. Lots of things tucked in. So this one I considered, you know, putting it here and making it a tuck spot, kind of like how this one is, but ultimately I just decided to paper clip it in so that she could use it as a tag or make it into a pocket or a tuck, whatever she wanted. And then this is a really cool, this was from a recipe book. It's like lunchbox favorites, like it says. I thought that was appropriate for school. And I just put a little dictionary tag in here. There's a vintage postulette with apples on it. And this is a printable flash card. Again, I don't remember what the name of the shop that I purchased those is from. And some vintage trim. And I will, like I said, I will put the name of the, in case you guys want to get the printables, I'll put the name in the description box. And then a vintage applique here of a little caterpillar. Reminded me of the Very Hungry Caterpillar for some reason. So I thought that was cute. And then this is an Old Maid, part of an Old Maid game. And I thought he looked like he could kind of be a teacher. And then another little card here, journaling card. Some things clipped in. More vintage stationery and calendars. This is a vintage coloring book page. Some more gum wrapper chain. Another dictionary. And then this is some vintage wrapping paper. And I just made it into a tuck spot. Super colorful and kind of education themed, so I thought it was perfect. And then this is a tuck spot. Let me see if I have something to tuck in here. Actually, I could leave this in here because it matches. But this is a tuck spot here. And then on the back, I just made a little pocket and I put another dictionary definition page and some yearbook photo paper that I thought you could maybe collage on or make more pockets, or use it in collage or make more pockets, that sort of thing. Some engineering paper and some feed sack fabric. More writing paper. This is a first day issue from, this one's 1985 Public Education. It's an envelope. And then some more stationery with apples and a soda label and a gum label here. And then this is a book page image, and I just stuck some little things in here. Again, for her to use to kind of make it her own, and I do send some extra stuff as well. Another dictionary thing, and this is from a vintage photo from a little boy's science fair project. I think I skipped over this part. So this was from a science fair. I don't think it was the same boy though. That was separate. So this was a science fair certificate. And another Old Maid card. And some more vintage stationery and labels, vintage coaster, some ruffles. This one I didn't tack down in case I want to, you know, use the extra space. Little fabric tab here. This is a vintage math book page. And these are vintage flashcards. I'll try to point those out. And then this is, let's see, 1975 workbook. And it's super colorful, so I thought this would be right up her alley because it's so colorful. I'm going to send a few extra pages of that to play with. But I just kind of tucked it in here so you can do what you'd like. And this could be a tuck spot. And then just some goodies in that post-a-let. This is the tuck spot. And then this is a printable as well, and that I made into a tuck spot with some more date calendar pages. So this one's 1961, this one's 1950. These are fun to collage over and add, you know, in layering. Another book page image, a different math book, different ledger, another report card. This is another one of those Old Maid Mother Goose cards, just a little postcard here. Another soda label and that chemical engineering that I've used in a few of my other journals tucked in here. And another flashcard. This is a KBandFriends printable. And a book page that I made into a pocket with another KBandFriends printable, and then just some blank vintage line paper. Here I took a flashcard. I think it's Greek on the back, but I took a flashcard and a little piece from the paper line and some, I think this might be feed sack fabric or vintage quilt fabric, and kind of layered it here to make a tuck spot. And you can write here or put a photo, and then this little cut apart from the paper line just tucks right in there. And this is a little boy. I believe this picture, these were from the late 1930s, early 1940s. So it's all from the same collection, photo album of the same little boy that I've had, that I've used. Some of them I'm going to scan in so that I can use them over, because some of them are really, really cute. I'll have to show them sometime. And just another one of those 1975 workbooks. This is from a McCall's Make It book. And another workbook page. See how fun these are if you like a lot of color. Another puzzle piece here. And I made another tuck spot. These are the flashcards. That's what they look like on the back. They just have a letter and just an extra piece of scrapbook paper. Here's the little boy presenting at his, I think it's a science fair type thing. I thought that would be cute. That'd be cute to turn into a journaling card or a little tuck spot. And again, his science fair. Try to keep it kind of all together. And then we have a vintage flashcard with a KBandFriends printable and a printable flashcard. And a Viewmaster. And a ledger. This is a cute little tag, or you could make it into a tuck spot. A little Kodak. Another gum label. And again, either a tag or tuck spot. I was going to make this a pocket here, but wanted to kind of leave it flexible. I tried different things on the back, but I tried different pockets. They all looked kind of weird because it's so long. But I'd be happy to add a pocket if you want one. Just let me know. And I hope that the future owner, this is what you're looking for. And I hope that if you're watching this, you gained some inspiration from it. And I will see you in the next video. I have another custom school journal that I'll be sharing in the next video. So look out for that one. And I'll see you then. Bye.